You have instant shower. You have a nice house, Mr. Speaker. It is very important. That is why this finance bill, Mr. Speaker, will ensure the family basic unit is protected. Number 4, Mr. Speaker, we are working, and I want to say this. Mr. Speaker, there are many young people who might want to say that in some instances, Mr. Speaker, this right to disconnect, I know the journalists, but we are exempting, Mr. Speaker, for the benefit of the country and my colleagues, is we are exempting with the people who work in emergency services. The people who work on call, there is an arrangement that they normally do, Mr. Speaker. And if you are a doctor, you are a fireman, you work in emergency department, Mr. Speaker, the right to disconnect will be exempted from you, Mr. Speaker, because you are supposed to ensure that you agree with the employer. Mr. Speaker, I want to allay with the fears of Federation of Kenya employers and other sector players, and even the employers, be it the government or anybody. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, last session, we had push and pull on the floor of the House about mental health bill, Mr. Speaker. And we had an issue where we're having a breakdown. I'm just in the next 3, 4, 5 minutes, I'm concluding. Mental, I don't know why the leader, the deputy minority leader is excited today, but just for the record, because my bill has been misunderstood. Last year, and Senator Wambua here, Senator Stewart Mazayo, who is our leader, Senator Ledama Olekina, we were with the former Senator, Sylvia Kasanga, if my memory serves me right. And she was pushing the mental health bill. What is happening, Mr. Speaker? There are targets, performance, Mr. Speaker, by banks, by these other organizations. You find our employees have burnout, and they're having mental breakdown and depression because of the performance targets. You imagine you have left office at 6 or 5, sorry, then your bosses call you up to midnight. What is the targets? What were the sales that were being done, Mr. Speaker? We are protecting the burnout. We are protecting the health and mental wellness of the employees, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I want to call upon my colleagues, and I want to ask the FKE and other employers. I don't think it makes sense, Mr. Speaker, to have, Mr. Speaker, an employee who is mentally depressed, who has burnout. The productivity will go low, Mr. Speaker. Even International Labour Organization under the European chapter has agreed with me on the right to disconnect, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, this is an international issue. It's not a local issue. I want to bring to the attention of the House, Mr. Speaker, where we are saying right to disconnect is a very important right under the evolving. And my brother, Senator Stewart Mazayo, who is our revered and respected senior leader and minority leader, is a former judge of Labour Court. And he knows, Mr. Speaker, that some of these disputes is because of mental depression, Mr. Speaker. You have seen police killing each other. I don't want the Kenyan police, I'm saying some elements in police killing because of mental breakdown, the stress, the burnout.